Simon Diamond Soul, here again, and this is an update video. I could not make a part 4 because of unfortunate event. I filmed this video in the night. This is my apartment. I filmed in the night. As you see, it's the night here, but I'm gonna close the door. And this is 3:40 a.m. in the night. Yeah, I filmed this late because I just finished writing my script, so I hope I won't bother my neighbor by talking. I hope I will just do a one-part video. I hope they won't be two parts, so I try to be quick to not make two parts. And yes, in this video I'm going to finally show my face, because I don't care anymore. I don't care about nothing, and you will understand why. So I will reveal my face now. Hello, this is me, Simon Diamond Soul. This is what a 43 years old guy look like. A strong 43 years old guy, healthy and strong guy, 43 years old. And you may notice my face look red. It's because I went to play basketball with a friend for several hours in the park. I went to play basketball today, so that's why I got a lot of sun. So, and I did not put cream, so that's why my face is red. And yes, why the Superman t-shirt, you might ask. I talk about this later. You will understand later why I have a Superman t-shirt. So yes, about my vacation, it went very bad in the end. The last day of my vacation went very bad. Something terrible happened. I almost died. In fact, me and my mom almost died, both of us. But I will explain. I will tell you the story. First thing first, like I said in my other videos, it was me, two of my brothers, my mom and my 97 years old grandmother. We went together in vacation in the countryside. But the last day it was just me, my mother and my grandmother. So the last day we went to the beach. It took a long time to find the beach by car. So when we arrived at the beach, my mom was very impatient. And she went straight into the water. I just arrived at the beach. I was with my grandmother and still taking off my clothes. My mom was already in the water, and it's a big river. The river that day was like the sea. There was big wave, a lot of wind, and my mother went far away to swim, because she loved to swim. My mother, she loved water, but she went too far away. And then I was still taking off my clothes. I was with my grandmother, and then I hear a noise. First time she said help. I did not hear it the first time, but the second time I hear help, help, and then I saw my mom far in the water, drowning. She was in panic mode, so I immediately run. I run in the beach. And then I went to the water. There was a lot of rock in the water. I hurt my feet. And then I jumped into the water and I swim a long time to reach my mother. And then I could not touch the floor. When I reached a level where I could not touch the floor, I was in deep water. And I'm not a very good I'm not a very good swimmer, by the way. But I was so afraid that my mom in panic, so I swim a lot. Then I finally reached my mom, and she was in panic mode. and then I realized we were both in danger. So first thing I did, I went behind her, and I pushed her in the direction of the sea. So I repeat that cycle. I go behind, push her, but the current was so strong that it was very difficult to get away from this situation. I drowned 3 times in the water. I fall in the water 3 times and go back to the surface. And the 3rd time I fall in the water, is there I realized I was about to die. I felt death in the water, and that's when the adrenaline kicks in. I told myself, no, I'm not going to die here. My mom is not going to die here. So adrenaline kick in, and then my instinct come, and I start yelling at my mother, Mom, we cannot stay there. We have to return to the beach. And I was in panic mode, but I was in control too. So I helped my mom, and finally we reached the shore. We reached the beach, and then people, nobody came to help my mother. I was the only one who went into the water to save her. So I saved my mom from drown. And then a guy called an ambulance. The ambulance came. They took my mother. And then I go back to the cabin with my grandmother. Anyway, she went to ambulance, and she stayed at the hospital for several days, like 5 days. Anyway, it was a bad trip. It was a nightmare. I really thought we were both going to die. So thank God, thank you God for letting us alive, and thanks to me that I saved my mom. So that's my little story. I saved my mom from drown. I hope you can see me well. I don't have a camera holder. Anyway, I saved my mom from drown, so I'm very proud of it. So now I'm gonna put my glass. Yeah, but how it is related to Mgtow, you might ask. How saving my mom is related to Mgtow. Mgtow saved my life. So I have a list. I will put my glass because I need it for now. I look more serious. Anyway, I have 10 reasons how Mgtow saved my life, and you will see later how it's related to me saving my mom. For number 1, it made me aware about female nature. The Mgtow, when I discovered Mgtow in 2014, it made me aware about female nature, that they are not perfect angels and can destroy your life easily if they want to. But I won't give example. Mgtow, you already know about that. All the example how a woman can destroy your life in a relationship. 2, it made me aware about the red pill and the red pill wisdom. That's very important. 3, it teach me a lot about the red flags and the shit tests. Number 4, it took away all of my suicidal tendencies or suicidal thought and made me appreciate my life much more. No more I stopped auto-mutilating myself. I stopped cutting my flesh with a knife in 2014 when I discovered Mgtow. I had more self-respect for me. 5, it teach me a lot about freedom and how to attain it. 6, because of Mgtow, I cast away my simp mindset, and I'm very grateful for that. Before I was a simp, 7 or a blue pillars. 7, I hope the camera is okay. I hope I'm not too close. Anyway, 7, because of Mgtow, I decided that I will never marry or have kids. It made me realize about the pros and the cons of marriage and having kids, and that it's not my obligation to pass down my legacy to children. Yeah, because a lot of people say they want to have kids because they want to to give a legacy to their children, but I have YouTube for that, so I don't need kid. So Mgtow, thank you Mgtow, you made me make the choice of not having a family, so that's good for my freedom and my independency. 8. It made me appreciate being a single man and living a single life. You can be alone and happy in life all at the same time. The proof is that it's been 10 years since I did not have a girlfriend, and I don't regret nothing. I could if I really wanted to, because I'm not as you see, I'm not an ugly guy, intelligent, smart, and handsome man. Well, not the best, but I think my parents is okay. So anyway, I did not want to. I decided to not have a girlfriend for 10 years. That's my decision, and I don't regret. 9. It made me a stronger person with a strong belief, a strong principle, and I'm more focused in life, and I'm more strong in general. And that's number 9. Because of Mgtow, I became much more stronger in mind and in physical strength, in body and mind. So that's how I saved my mom. So thank you Mgtow. Because of you, I was a stronger person, and I could save my mother, which I love so much. She's the more important person in the world for me. She's so generous, kind, sweet, and charming. She's a very good person. So if I had to lose her, I would cry all my tears forever. Anyway, the last point, I met a lot of great people, the great Mgtow, like John Nada, Mountain Mgtow, Kingy Mgtow, Yorkshire Mgtow, Big John, Angry Mgtow, Savage Reality, and many more. So shout out to all of you guys. So yeah, Mgtow made me stronger. Sorry, I look at my script sometime. Yeah, my family members now, they consider me like a hero, and that's why the t-shirt, the Superman t-shirt, it's my father who was proud of me, so he buy me this t-shirt. So I drink to that, my excellent Budweiser without alcohol. Okay, I try to be quick because I think we don't have much more memory left. So yeah. Of course, that was I had a traumatized with this incident. I was traumatized, so sometimes I still have flashback of that event when I was in danger. I have flashbacks still, so that's not good. But there are also positive points. I'm just glad that me and my mom did not die this day, and thank you God for this. Thank God. To have given me the strength to save my mom. Thank you God. This will serve as a lesson about the danger of the sea and the big rivers, because that day there was high tide. It was very high tide, big waves. So in the future I will always bring a safety belt always with me, just in case. So that's an advice. Always bring a safety belt if you go to the river, the sea, or the ocean. So now we are at the conclusion of the video. Next video will be about inflation, about the Great Reset, and particularly about the Dutch protests all around the world, but more in the Netherlands. I will talk about the Netherlands protests, Dutch protests, because I think it's an important topic. But the mainstream media, they don't talk a lot about that. I don't see that in the journal or in the television. They try to hide it, I think. I wonder why they don't want to talk about that. I really wonder why. I talk about that in my next video. So I think we have time to finish the video. About the Great Reset, it's already started, guys. They want to be ready for 2030. The Great Reset has started, and they want to achieve the goals of depopulation before 2030. It's about the agenda 2030, depopulation, and much more ugly things. So yeah, that's it. Thank you, Mgtow. Thank you for making me the strong man I am today. I'm very grateful for you, Mgtow, that I discovered you, and I've met so many great people in the Mgtow community. So always stay true to yourself. Don't let the enemy get the best of you, and don't give up on life. Stay safe, brothers. Simon Diamond Soul. See you next time.